Hello everyone. In this video or in this tutorial, we're going to cover how to accept data through a form using PHP. So in our example, we're going to use this simple form where we accept the first number, second number, add them together, and return the result. So when you have a form like this and you want to implement it using PHP, you go to your file. This is our form. But before you start your PHP, well, before you accept your data, there are things that you're supposed to do first. Within your form tag, you need to specify the action that you're going to use. This action is referring to where are you sending your data. Our file name is entry.php. So when we say action equals to entry.php, we are saying we want to return the data back to this form, do all the manipulation that we want to do. And if we refer to, let's say, just add.php, so now we are sending the first number, the second number, all the data we are going to collect from this form, we are sending it to the add.php file. So it's going to be a separate PHP file which will accept the data, do the manipulation, maybe return it back to this form or send it to another environment or to a database. But since we want to return it back to this form, we just go file, we give it the same name as the file name, entry.php. Then you need to specify the name of that particular form, which is entry. It might be you have 3 forms apart from this one, so each one you give it a name. Then finally, you need to specify the mode of sending the data. We have at least two modes. We have post and get. But in this tutorial, we're going to concentrate on the post. So we're going to use a post method to send our data back to this form. So we want, when we click this one, the data to come back to this form. So we go to the top or bottom, depending on where you want to put your PHP. So I want to put my PHP at the top. So I will just go there and just type if is set what. Then I will use the word the post in order to identify or to indicate that I have sent this particular data via post. So I'm going to type if is set, then I will use the variable for the post, the global variable for the post, and then I will put a server post, a server or a server variable, another global variable that I have sent it via the server request of using post method. So I will put a $sign here, underscore server. Then I will name the variable post method is equals to what? If it is equals to post, then I will open my curly braces, so that if the method we use is a post, that is after we click the submit button, if we clicked it, we want it to execute whatever is inside this block of code. So that is the first thing. The first thing, if I say you indicate the action, the name, and what the method. Then the second step is to, for all your input tags or all your HTML tags, you need to indicate all the names of all your tags. For example, the first number, I gave it a name, a type of number, and a name what? First number. The second number, I give it also another name, second number, as the name of that particular. Let me remove this one. We're coming back to it. Also give it a name, second number. So since we have numbers here, we have names here, we come out again and say if we use an if statement to test whether we have sent a post on for this one. If is set what? The post method for first name, first number, then we come and test is first number set, or you test whether it's not empty, depending on which one you are familiar with or you want to use. So you accept first number, is equals to post first number. But remember, we use first underscore number as the name of our tag, so we have to change this one to first underscore number. This one also we get the first underscore number, so this will accept the first number. Then we go ahead for the second one. We say if you like, you say not empty. Instead of using a set, what? Post for the second number, second number. If it is not empty, we give it a variable like this, second number is equals to post second number, like this. So let's confirm we have second number here, second number correct. So this will allow us to capture first number, second number the moment we click on submit button. But when you use is empty, what will happen if it is empty? We are saying if not empty, capture the value. But if it is empty, second number is equals to 0, because we are expecting to have a number. If number is not given, the value is supposed to be 0. So also we can add it here, and not empty, what? Post what? First number. We can add it like this. If it is set and not empty. So therefore, if else, we assigned first number equals to 0. So that is if is set but not is posted, but not empty, you accept the value. If it is empty, we assign first number to be equals to what? So then finally we do our calculation. 0 is equals to, we just want to add the 2. First number plus second number. Then we echo our result. So let's go there and test it and see what will happen. We go back to our browser, we refresh, it will say 92. Why 92? Because already within my code, I have already set, okay, sorry, I'm accessing a different file. So now, remove all the previous values that we have here. So let's go back to our browser again and refresh. By refreshing, we have, it will go on the first instance, where we don't have any value, I mean. So when we have 12 here, but we didn't provide any value here, if we submit, it's going to say 12 plus 0. Because remember, in our code, we said if it is not empty, we capture the value. So we already provided 12 for first number, but for the second number is empty, so it will go to the second else, what do you call it, block, and assign 0 to it. But in a situation where you assign 12 here and 32 in the next one, or 23, is going to be 5. When you submit, it's going to be 35. So this will allow you to accept the number, then display the result. But this one is just giving us the result. We're supposed to at least add a statement here that adding first number with second number, we get what? We concatenate it with our result. So let's save it. So after adding, we want to have a statement to be printed. If I'm to put 20 here and 60 here, or 66 or 60 here, sorry, if I submit, if you're adding 20 with 60, we get what? 80. So at least you can modify your output to display a message to a user. And if you did not provide any value, it will return 0. So adding 0 with 0, certainly we're going to get 0. So, but how about if we want to have our value back again? After clicking 12 plus 20 is 32. Still, for first number, we want to have our 12 back. And for this one, we want to also have 20 there to be printed, to be displayed. So you go to an area under that particular input tag, we have a value area. So you create a PHP environment there and say if not empty, for example. You can also do that. Not empty. What? First number. Close the bracket for our if statement. Echo first number. So let's see what will happen now. If we try to submit again, it will return back to us, because for variable first number, it's not empty after you click submit if a value is provided. So we do the same thing with what? With the second number, but for the second number, we change the variable to second number. We display, you can say if not empty or if it is set, anyone you so wish. If it's set, it will all do the same three. So this one we use if it's not empty, and this one we say if it is set. We go back there, we refresh our page, we now click submit. You see our 50 is still there and our 40 also is there. So this is how to capture data using PHP. To recap, whenever you want to capture data using PHP, at your form tag, you need to specify the action, the file that you want to send your data. You give your form a name. Then you also you specify the method you are going to use to send your data, which we decided to use post. Then also for all your tags, all your data tags like input tag, selection, radio, whatever, you give them also a name, and also you give them name. So this will allow you, after you click post under your PHP variable, you need to test also the method you are using, and also that the request is also a post. So far, if it is set and it's not the method is post, you capture if the name of that particular input text, that particular tag, if the post method of it is set and is not empty, you capture your value. If it is not empty, if it is empty, if it is not empty, you capture your value. If it is empty, you capture 0. So also for the second number, you just test. If it is not empty, you capture the number. If it is empty, if it is not empty, you capture the number. If it is empty, you capture 0. Then finally, you do your calculation and you also display your result. So this is a short video on how to capture data using PHP from the HTML form using PHP. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to get alert for more videos.